Hello friends, welcome to Excel in Career. In this tutorial we are going to learn the loops. We have while loops and for loop. So firstly we will see while loop. So let's say I write here I is equal to 0 while 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 I less than 10 print hello world. So while I less than 10 so I print hello world, and here I increase the value I is equal to I plus 1. So firstly the I value is 0, so this will print this. Here firstly we will check I is less than 10, so this will print, and the value is increased by 1, that is I is equal to now 1, so it will again go I is less than 10, so this will print, and the I value change, that is 2, and this will again go if I 2 is less than 10, so this will 2, so it will run up till the 9, that is I is equal to when the I value becomes 10, so this will become false. So now it will exit the loop, so let's run it. So I think you understand about how this works. So here the 10 times hello world is printed. So I think you understand how while loop is work. So let's say I comment it, and here I want, let's say, the sum of 1 to 50. So let's say I write here I is equal to 0, and here I using the while loop while I is less than 51, and here I, let's say I initialize to 1, and I is less than 51, and here I want the sum of 1 to 50, and let's say I write here 0, t is equal to 0, and here I write t is equal to t plus I. So firstly the t value is 0, and t value becomes when I is less than 51, so t is equal to t plus I, means t value is 0 and t is equal to t plus 1. After that we increase the I value, I is equal to I plus 1. So I think you understand how exactly this works. So firstly the I value is 1, t value is 0. If I is less than 51, this will condition true, and t is equal to t plus I. So I value is 1, so t is equal to 1 now, and I is equal to 2 now, and this will again come the loop, and this will true, that is 2 is less than 51, so this will again come, that is t is equal to t plus I, means t is equal to 1 now, 1 now, 1 before, and here t is equal to 1 plus 2 now, because I value is 2. So I think you understand now how exactly this works. So here I write print t, and after that it will exit the loop and print t. What is the value of t? Let's check it. I think you understand that 1275 is the answer. So now let's see the for loop. So I think you understand that how while loop is work. So let's see the for loop. So for loop is simply I. So here I assign for I in range 50. Let's say 51. For I in range 51, I want a sum. So I write sum is equal to sum plus I, and here I have to initialize that sum is equal to 0. So firstly I in range 51, range function is simply runs from 0 to 50 here, because here nothing is right, that's why it will, I can write also here in this way also. So here for I in range 0 to 51, it's simply I write here for I in range 0 to 51, here 51 is excluded. So I think you understand that it will run up till 0 to 50. So sum is equal to sum plus I. Let print sum. Let's run it, and we will get 1275 is the answer. So I think you understand that how exactly this for loop work. So I can write here from 1 to 51 also, and we will get the same answer, because the this firstly this will start from 0 to 51, 0 to 50, because 51 is excluded. Now it will start from 1 to 50. Here you have to, here the 1 is included but 51 is excluded, so here we get the same result. So I think you understand that last time 0 and 0, the sum plus 0 is always sum. That is, I think you understand that how exactly for loop is work and the range function, how exactly this work. So let's say I write here something 2. So here this will go from 1 to 51. Here 51 is excluded with the shape of 2. In the same we have learned in the slicing part of list and tuples. I think you understand that how this works. So let's say x of 0 to 8, 0 to 9 to 2. In this way I will learn in the slicing part. I think you understand that. So this is the same way, that is 1 to 51 to 2. Here 2 is the step. So here firstly I write here sum is equal to 0, and here sum is equal to sum plus I. So here I write print sum. So if I write print sum here and if I write print sum here, so you have to take care that if I write some print sum here, so firstly the sum value is 0 and it will come inside the loop. So I value is 1. So sum is equal to 1 now. Sum is equal to sum plus I. Sum is equal to 1 now. So it will print the sum. And after that it will come again the loop. That is, now I value is now 2. But it will take the shape of 2. So I value is 3 now. So 3 plus 1. Now 4. So it will print in this way. So let's run it. So I think you understand that how 1, 4, 9, 16 will come. So I think you understand that how exactly this works. So firstly the I value is 1, and here the sum is 1 and print sum here. After that the it's a shape of 2, so I value is 3 and sum value is sum plus I. So I think you understand that how this work. So simply I write also in this way, that is, so you get a better idea. Print I, so simply it will print I. So here simply first the I is 1, and then with the shape of, firstly I run it. Yeah, so this is the so this is now firstly the print I, and it takes a shape of 2, and then we got a 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 in this way. Here 49 because 51 is excluded here. If I write here 52, let's say 52 I write here, so I get a 51 also because 51 is included in that. So here I get 51. So this is the answer we get. So you have to take care that print function, if I call a print function, so it will a new line character. So I can write here end. By default here end is equal to slash n, so I can write here space. So let's run it, and here we get a result. So here we get a result in one line. So I think you understand that print statement by default it takes a new line character. So I think you understand that if I not write here, so it by default takes a new line character. So I think you understand all about for loop and while loop. So I can write here slash n, this is the new line character here, and I can write here also. So let's check. So here we get answer, that is 13579. So I think you understand that print statement takes a new line character. So now we will see, let's some example. Let's say I write here a list 1 comma 2 comma 3. So using a for loop here for I in x, for I in x print I. So simply for I in x means simply, let's say I write here say 17, Here I write here 33. So I think you understand better. So for I next simply means the first, that is 17, so print 17. Second is 2, so here they print 2. Let's run it. So here we get 72, 33, 4, and print is a new line character, takes a new line character. So I can write here for I in range, for I in range x. I can't write here because we get an error, so I have to write here length of x. It's simply, let's run it. So here we get 0, 1, 2, 3. I think you understand that here the length is 4, and the for I in range, it means simply 0 to 4, so it will print 0, 1, 2, 3. So here we simply for I in range 51 we solve that, so it will print from 0 to 51. So let's say I write here for I in range 10 and print I. So this will print from 0 to 9. So I think you understand that how exactly the range function is work. I can write here 5 to 10, so this will print from 5 to 9. So here 5 to 9 will print. So I think you understand that how exactly this will work. I can use in a reverse way also, from 10 to 1 to minus 1, means here I have to delete. Okay, so firstly the 10 will print, 1 will from we have to go from 10 to 1, and minus 1 will be the step, so it will go from 2 because 1 will be excluded and 10 will be included. So I think you understand that 10, 9, 8 up till it go to 2. So I think you understand that we can use a range function in a reverse way also. Now let's say I want the table of 7, so I can use a for loop also. For I in range, for I in range 7, let's say I write from for in range 1 to 8 and print 7 into 1, 7 into I. So for I in range I have to write here 11, so it will go up to 10, 1 will be included, 11 will be excluded, so it will go from 1 to 10. So for I in range 1 to 10 print I, so we will get the table of 7. So I think you understand how we get the table. It's simply the concept that I have already told you. You can apply and you can use it anywhere. You can use for loop, that is range function, in a list, tuple. So I think you understand that how we use that. And similarly I can use while loop also. Similarly, let's say the example that we have already given, that is 2, 5, 10, 8, 10. So let's say I have used while let's say while I is less than length of x. So while I is less than length of x, print x of I, and we have to increase I is equal to I plus 1, and we have to declare that is firstly the I is equal to 0. So here we have assigned that I is equal to 0, and while I less than length of x, so it will print x of I. So firstly the I value is 0, 1, 2, 3, and here the length is 4. So if 3 is less than 4, this will work, and if I value is 4, so this will out of the loop. So let's run it. So here we get 2, 5, 8, 10. So I think you understand that how we can use while loop and for loop for the same problem also.